Now, in order to create an account, you want to click on this blue button right here, create an account. Once you do that, you can sign in with your Google account, your Microsoft account, or you can just simply use your email address, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my email address and then click on get started. Okay, next Calendly is prompting me to go ahead and use my Google account. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to click on here that I prefer to create an account with a password. So I'm going to click here. Okay, next they're asking me to enter in my full name and then also a password. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that in off screen. Okay, next it brings me to this screen right here, which asks a few questions about how I'm going to use my Calendly account. So just choose whichever one applies to you. So for me, I'm going to click here and then click on continue at the bottom. Next, they're asking what type of business that I'm in. So I'll just click right here and then click on continue. Okay, just a quick second later, it brings me here to my homepage on my new Calendly account that I created. So you can go ahead and schedule events, schedule meetings, and so on.
So here I am on the home screen of my Calendly. So first off, if you just want to change the time zone that's displayed for your attendees for a particular meeting, all you're going to do is find the meeting. So for example, I just have this one right here. Click on this little gear icon. Once you do that, you want to click on edit. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see these different options for your meeting inside Calendly. However, to update the display time zone, click on this one here called schedule settings. All right, once you do that, you're going to go ahead and scroll down until you see this section right here called time zone display. So right now you can see that it's set up on use invitees. So whatever time zone that they're on, it's automatically going to translate the time that the meeting starts. And to change that, just click on use invitees. Okay, so here you get two options. So you can use this one where it's automatically going to detect and show the times in their time zone, or you can do this and lock the time zone. So as they let you know, it's going to be best for in-person events. But if you're working online and you do coaching calls for people all over the world, you definitely want to go ahead and leave it at automatically detect and show the time zones in my invitees time zone and click on save and close. All right, let me go back to the home screen. Okay, now if you want to go ahead and change the time zone for your particular account, what you're going to do is click on your profile icon here on the top right. Once you do that, you're going to see a drop-down menu and you want to click on this button here called profile. Okay, so once you click there, it's going to show more information about your particular account. However, in order to update your time zone in your Calendly account, scroll to the bottom until you see time zone. You can see mine is currently in Pacific time. So all of my schedules are going to be based off of that. If you want to change it, just click on that line and then you can kind of scroll through and then choose the time zone that fits you best. So for example, we'll go ahead and choose Alaska time. Okay, once you've done that, go ahead and click on save changes. All right, and then you'll see this pop up. Your settings have been saved.
Now here on the home screen, if you want to change your default hours of availability in your Calendly app, you need to click on your profile icon. It's going to be here on the top right. Once you do that, you will see a drop-down menu. And in order to update your default hours, go ahead and click on availability. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see the availability schedules that you have inside Calendly. So go ahead and just click on working hours. Okay, so here is where you can go ahead and set up your default schedule inside Calendly. So you can see that on mine, Sunday and Saturday is in gray. So those hours I am not available. If you want to go ahead and change that, you can just click on the day itself. And then also if you want to uncheck it, so let's say Wednesday, we're going to be closed. We're not accepting appointments. Now mine is set up from 9 until 5. You can go ahead and change that by clicking in. And then the start time is 9. Let's say you start at 8 and then you can click on end time right here. And then let's go ahead and update that to 7 p.m. and then click on use these times. Now, if you have a default schedule of availability in your Calendly, different hours for different days, make sure this one is not purple. So it says use same hours for all days. Uncheck that and that way it's turned gray. And now you can go ahead and adjust the hours for each individual day. So let's say on Monday, maybe I'm tired, so I want to go ahead and start accepting appointments at 11 until 5. And then Tuesday, I'm a little bit more refreshed. So I'll go ahead and start taking appointments at 8. And then I'll go until, let's say, 7 o'clock. Once you've made those changes, go ahead and click on this done button here on the top right. Okay, so now my availability hours inside Calendly have been updated. So I will not be able to take appointments during those time slots.
Now, in order to change the meeting location, all you're going to do is find the meeting. So I just have this one right here. And then you're going to click on this little gear icon here on the top right. Once you click there, you're going to see a drop-down menu and go ahead and click on edit. All right, once you do that, you're going to see more information about your Calendly meeting. And then in order to change the location, all you're going to do is click on this section here called event details. All right, once you do that, you can go ahead and edit the location. Just look for this section here called location. So you can go ahead and change it to a Zoom, phone call, in-person meetings, or if you click all options, you can go ahead and set the location to a Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, WebEx, or GoToMeeting. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do an in-person meeting. Okay, so once you click there, you can go ahead and input the address or the location. So we'll just put 123 North Main Street, Manhattan, New York. Okay. So now we have updated the location, but it doesn't take place until you confirm it by clicking on this blue update button. Okay, a quick second later, the page refreshes. You can see that the location has been updated, and then you want to be sure to add save and close. Now, if you want to go ahead and add extra instructions or a description, you can add that in here. So right next to the famous Anthony Bourdain pizza place. Okay, now you can see the preview over here on the right. So we have the address, and then we have the extra instructions right there. So I'm going to click on save and close. Okay, now it just brings me back here to this page. And now you can see our location has been updated in our Calendly event. So anytime this meeting is scheduled again through Calendly, this is the address that's going to show. Now here on the home screen, if you want to copy your Calendly link, first what you're going to do is click on your profile icon here on the top right. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see this drop-down menu. However, in order to copy your Calendly link, it's going to be right here in blue, right underneath your name. So it's going to be calendly.com/ whatever your name is on Calendly. So you can go ahead and just click on there and copy it. So that way you can go ahead and share your Calendly link on your YouTube channel, your Facebook posts, your website, however you normally share your Calendly link. And that way when your clients click on it, so let me click on this one and show you what it looks like. Okay, so once they click on it, they're going to show what types of meetings you offer. For me, I just have this one, so they'll just click into there. Okay, so once they click into there, then they can go ahead and choose a date. So let's just say they chose the 9th. Okay, once they click in there, they can go ahead and choose a time. So they'll click on, let's say 10:30, and then they can just continue the process and go ahead and schedule on your Calendly. Also, another way you can get the link is here in this page right here on the top right. You can click on copy link, and now your Calendly link is copied to your clipboard. So once again, you can go ahead and share that. Now, in order to go ahead and update or even add in a logo to your Calendly account, what you want to do is click on your profile icon here on the top right. You can see mine is just an S. Once you click there, you will see a drop-down menu. And in order to add a logo, you want to click on this button here called branding. Okay, so once you click there, you will be in the branding section of Calendly. And here is where you can go ahead and add a logo. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on this button here called upload image. Okay, once you click there, you can go ahead and choose your logo. So I'll choose this one right here and then click on open. Okay, so now you can go ahead and crop your logo for Calendly. So you can go ahead and shrink it down, maybe pull it a little wider, or maybe just a section. So this one looks good. And then you want to click on apply. Okay, now you're going to see an image of what your logo will look like on your Calendly appointment setting page. And if all that looks good to you, go ahead and click on save changes here on the bottom left. All right, now it lets me know that the settings have been saved. Okay, so now when someone goes to my Calendly page to set up an appointment, they are going to see my logo across all of those scheduling pages. Now, in order to remove the Calendly logo from your scheduling pages, you need to look up here towards the top right. You're going to see your profile icon or logo. You can see mine's an S. Click on the little arrow that's next to it. Once you click there, you will see a drop-down menu, and you want to click on this button here called branding. All right, once you do that, you're going to be in the branding section. And in order to remove the Calendly logo, scroll to the bottom. You're going to see this line, use Calendly branding. You can see by default, it's in blue. Go ahead and scroll that over. All right, once you do that, it's going to be gray and white. And it lets you know that the Calendly branding will not be displayed on my scheduling page anymore. Also, the confirmation and notification emails, it's going to show my picture rather than the Calendly logo. This is an important step. Also, make sure that you click on save changes here in blue. All right, next you'll see this green pop up confirming that the Calendly logo has been removed from your scheduling pages. In order to link your Google Calendar into your Calendly, what you're going to need to do is here on the left side, they used to have a button that was called Calendar Sync, but you can see it's for some reason been removed. So what you're going to need to do is here on the top right, you're going to see your profile icon. Go ahead and click on there. Once you do that, you're going to see this drop-down menu. And in order to link your Google Calendar into Calendly, click on this button here called Calendar Sync. Okay, so here you're going to see all of the calendars that you have synced with your Calendar. You can see I just have my one Google account there. And in order to link your Google Calendar to Calendly, click on this blue button here called Add Calendar Account. Okay, so here is where you can go ahead and link your Google Calendar. Scroll down until you see this icon right here, Google Calendar, and then just click on this blue Connect button. Okay, so here you can go ahead and sign into the Google Calendar that you would like to share with Calendly. So you can see I have these two accounts right here, so I'll just click on this one. Okay, so next Google is asking if you'd like to give access to Calendly, including your name, email address, and this other information here. If you're okay with that and you still want to go ahead and link your Google Calendar to Calendly, click on continue. Okay, so here they're just going to give you a warning that you are sharing information with Calendly from your Google Calendar. If you're okay with that, once again, click allow. Okay, and just a quick second later, the page refreshes. Now you can see I have linked my Google Calendar here into my Calendly, so they will be syncing together. Now here on the home screen, if you want to remove a Google Calendar from your Calendly, here on the left side towards the bottom, you're going to see 4 little dots. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, so once you click there, you're going to see all of the different programs that you can integrate into your Calendly. However, in order to remove a Google Calendar, scroll down until you see the Google Calendar logo and click on there. Okay, so once you click into there, you're going to see all of the different calendars that you have set up on your Calendly. You can see I have 2. Now, in order to remove a Google Calendar, off to the right, you're going to see a little trash can icon. Go ahead and click on the trash can next to the calendar that you would like to remove. So I'm going to click on this one. Okay, a quick second later, the page refreshes. And as you can see, that Google Calendar, I used to have 2 of them and I deleted one of them. So it just disappeared. You're also going to see a green pop-up confirming that Google Calendar was removed from your Calendly. Now here on the homepage, if you want to connect your Google Meet to Calendly, here on the left bar, you're going to see these 4 little dots here towards the bottom. Go ahead and click on there. Once you click there, you will see all of the integrations that are available on Calendly. However, in order to connect your Google Meet, you need to scroll down until you see this button here called Google Meet. It's like a colorful camera, I guess. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, guys, in order to connect your Google Meet into Calendly, that's actually set up through your Google Calendar. So you do need to connect a Google Calendar in order for this to work. So go ahead and click on Connect Google Calendar. Okay, next you're going to see this drop down and click on Google Calendar, Connect. Okay, next you want to choose the account that you are going to be working in if you have more than one Gmail like I do. So I'll choose this one right here. Okay, next you have to agree to the privacy policy and terms of service. So click on continue. Okay, next Google does let you know that Calendly will be able to see, edit, share, and permanently delete all of the calendars that you give them access to. If you're okay with that, go ahead and click on allow. Okay, a quick second later, the page refreshes into your calendar sync. You can see my calendar is now added right there. So let me switch back over here to integrations. Okay, so here we are back in the integrations. And if you scroll down to Google Meet, click on here. Okay, as you can see, the Google Meet is now connected because I connected my Google Calendar. So now I can use my Google Meet as a location for my appointments.
Now, in order to connect your Zoom account to your Calendly, first you need to go here to integrations and apps. Okay, once you're here, you're going to see all of the different integrations and apps you can add into your Calendly. But to get to Zoom, all you do is just scroll all the way to the bottom until you see the Zoom logo. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, next you're going to see this screen. So you can set up Zoom for yourself, which is what I'm going to do today. If you work for an organization, you can go ahead and add them in here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Connect Zoom for myself. Okay, next you do need to sign into your Zoom account with your email and password. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in off screen. Okay, next Zoom, send me an email with a verification code. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that in off screen. Okay, next Zoom is letting me know that I'm giving authorization for Calendly to view all of this information down here. If you're okay with that, go ahead and click this little box right here. And you want to click on the blue allow button. Okay, just a quick second later, the page refreshes. You can see that my Zoom is now set up as an integration into my Calendly. They give you little instructions right here if you need to change the location for your Zoom meetings. So let me click on go to event types. Okay, so once you're in here, then you can go ahead and just click on the gear icon for the type of meeting. And then you want to click on edit. So in order to go ahead and integrate Zoom into this type of meeting, go ahead and click on event details. Okay, so here you can go ahead and edit the meeting, but you want to choose location as Zoom. So now that anytime you get a coaching or consultation, it's going to be listed as a Zoom meeting.
In order to remove your Zoom account from your Calendly, what you need to do is here on the left side, towards the bottom, you're going to see these 4 little dots. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, so once you click there, you're going to see all of the integrations that you can add within your Calendly. But in order to disconnect your Zoom, scroll all the way to the bottom and you're going to see the Zoom logo here on the bottom right. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, so once you click there, you're going to see the Zoom account that is connected to your Calendly. You can see mine is right here. And in order to remove this, here to the right there, you're going to see this button called disconnect. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, next you're going to get this warning saying that if you have any event types with Zoom enabled, they're going to switch back to a blank location. So you're going to have to add in a location for that. If you're okay with that, go ahead and click on disconnect. Just a quick second later, the page refreshes. You can see that green logo up there saying that the Zoom account that I had with my Calendly has now been removed. So if I want to integrate it, once again, I will need to sign in once again with Zoom. Now here on the home screen, if you want to connect your PayPal to your Calendly, here on the left side, there's going to be this drop-down bar. Go ahead and click on these 4 little dots here at the bottom. Okay, so once you click there, you're going to see all of the different integrations that you can add into your Calendly account. However, in order to connect your PayPal, scroll down until you get to the P section and you're going to see the PayPal logo. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, now they do let you know that you can set up your PayPal with Calendly to accept full or partial payments once your appointment is scheduled. So in order to connect your PayPal, click on this button here, connect with PayPal. Okay, next, PayPal does want you to list off the email that you have set up with them for your business account. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that in off screen. Okay, the way my PayPal is set up, I can go ahead and log in with my Touch ID. You may need to enter in your password, but you do need to log into your PayPal. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay, next this pop-up happens asking you to confirm that you're going to give access to Calendly about your PayPal account. If you're okay with that, click on allow. Okay, next you're going to see this pop-up confirming that your PayPal is now connected to your Calendly. So I'm going to click on return to Calendly. Okay, a quick second later, the page refreshes. You're going to see a green pop-up at the top confirming that you connected your PayPal to Calendly. And as you can see, you can confirm your account is listed right here for PayPal inside of my Calendly. Now, in order to remove your PayPal from Calendly, here on the left side, you're going to see a sidebar, and you want to look towards the bottom. There's this little button that has 4 little dots called integrations and apps. Go ahead and click on that. Once you click there, you will see all of the integrations available on Calendly, and you want to scroll down until you see the PayPal logo. It should be here on the right side, as you can see right there. Go ahead and click on that square. Okay, so once you click there, you will see all of the PayPal accounts that you have connected to your Calendly. You can see mine right here. And off to the right, you're going to see this disconnect button. Go ahead and click on that. Once you click there, you will get this warning letting you know you're about to remove your PayPal from Calendly. If you're okay with that, go ahead and click on disconnect. Okay, just a quick second later, you're going to see this green pop up here at the top confirming that you removed your PayPal from Calendly. So now if I want to accept payments through PayPal on Calendly, I will need to add it once again, and I can do that at a future date. In order to connect your Stripe account to Calendly, here on the left side, you're going to see this bar. Look down to the bottom left, you're going to see these 4 little dots. Go ahead and click on there. Once you click there, you will see all of the integrations that you can add into your Calendly account. However, to connect Stripe, scroll down until you see the Stripe logo. It's going to be this purple S. Go ahead and click on there. All right, once you click there, you're going to see a little bit of information about adding your Stripe into Calendly. So they do let you know you can collect full or partial payments once an event is scheduled. So in order to continue, click on this blue button, Connect with Stripe. Okay, next the screen pops up. So you'll need to enter in your email address that's associated with your Stripe account. I've already entered mine. And next it's going to show any kind of account that you have set up with Stripe. I just have this one. So you want to choose the account and then click on this purple Connect button. All right, quick second later, this pops back up and you'll see a green pop-up letting you know that your Stripe is now connected to your Calendly. So you can go ahead and set up prepayments for your Calendly settings and appointments. Now, in order to delete your Stripe account from Calendly, what you need to do is here on the left side, you're going to see this bar. Look all the way to the bottom and you're going to see these 4 little dots here. Go ahead and click on there. Once you click there, you will see all of the integrations available on Calendly. However, in order to delete your Stripe, you want to scroll down until you see the Stripe logo. It's this purple S. Once you click there, you will see your Stripe account that you've connected to Calendly. You can see mine right here. And in order to remove it from your Calendly account, click on this disconnect button. Okay, once you do this, it does give you a warning letting you know that if you have any events in your calendar, so any pending appointments, once you click disconnect, those payments are going to be marked as unpaid. If you're okay with that, click on disconnect. All right, just a quick second later, you see the page refreshes and you're going to see this green logo up here. It says that the Stripe account has now been removed from my Calendly account. So if I want to receive payments through Stripe, I will need to reconnect that in a future date. Now, in order to create a meeting invitation or meeting event in Calendly, you want to click on this blue plus icon here on the top right. Once you do that, you will see a drop-down menu and you want to click on this one here called one-off meeting. All right, so once you do that, you're going to go ahead and choose a time slot that works for you. So first you can choose the time zone. This is going to be your time zone. Next, you want to choose the duration. So for this one, we'll just do a 45-minute meeting. Okay, so once you have chosen the duration, go ahead and choose a time slot that's available. If the time slot is not available, it's going to say unavailable right here. So this one here, we'll choose right there on Friday. Okay, so now you can see it blocked out the time 10:15 to 11, 45 minutes, and we'll want to click on next. Okay, so here you can choose the meeting name. So let's say PPC consult. All right. And then here you can choose the location. So if you're going to go ahead and have a Google Meet or a Zoom, you can choose that, but you do need to set those up inside of your Calendly. If you're going to do a phone call, you can click here, phone call, and then you can let them know that you're going to call your invitee. If you're going to do an in-person meeting, you can click here, and then you can go ahead and list off the location. For me, I'm just going to do phone call just because it's a little easier. And then here you can go ahead and add in additional instructions, like please have your bank statements available or whatever it is that applies to your consulting business. Okay. And then you can go ahead and change the language of the invitation. And once all that's set up, go ahead and click on share meeting link. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to see the Calendly link for your meeting invitation, and you can just go ahead and copy link. All right. Now it's copied to my clipboard, so I can go ahead and text it to my client or email it to them. Now here on the home screen, if you want to automate your meeting reminders for your users, or even your host, first what you're going to do is here on the left menu, you're going to look for this little button. It looks kind of like a little triangle with 3 dots on it. Once you click there, you will be in the workflows section of Calendly. So this is where you can go ahead and automate the reminders for your upcoming meetings. So first what you're going to do is go ahead and click on new workflow. Okay, so the cool thing about Calendly, they have a lot of different automations you can choose from. So for example, right here, email reminder to invitee. So you have to think about who in the meeting usually forgets. So for me, it's usually my invitees. However, if you work with an invitee and a host, and maybe the host for some reason doesn't show up, you can use this one to email a reminder. So depending on your business, maybe you like to use email or maybe you like to use text, because they do have one down here for text reminder to invitee. Now, if you're like me and you want to be really thorough, you can actually send both text and email reminders for your Calendly meeting. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So go ahead and choose whichever one. So for me on this video, I'm going to go ahead and choose email reminder to invitee. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start automating our meeting reminders in Calendly. First, what we're going to do is go ahead and name this workflow. So this is only for your personal record. So that way you know what this automation is for. So let me go ahead and type this in. Okay, so reminder for my forgetful clients. Okay, so my client's not going to actually see this. This is just for my record. Next, you need to choose which events you want this workflow or automation to apply to. So click here. Okay, so for me, I only have one option in my Calendly. So it's just this one right here. So I'll check that and then I'll click on apply. You can actually apply this to more than one of your meetings if you want to do that. So I'm going to click on apply. Okay, so now when do you want these reminders to go out? So that's what this is about. So by default, it's going to be 24 hours before your event start, but click on edit here. So you're going to know your clients better than anyone. So you want to choose when you want them to get that notification. For me, 24 hours is kind of early. So for me, I like to send it an hour before. So I'll leave it here before event starts. You can also base this timing off of when the event is booked, when the event starts, when the event ends, or if the event is canceled. So for me, I'm going to leave it before event starts and I want them to know 1 hour before. So let me delete this 1 hour. And then here you can open this up and do it by minutes, hours, or days. So if we change that to minute, that means they're going to get the notification 1 minute before the meeting starts. So we'll change that back to hour and then we'll click on done. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and send an email to the invitee, reminding them about our Calendly meeting. So we can click on edit. Okay, so here you can go ahead and set up the email that they're going to receive. Who is the email going to come from? By default, you can set it from Calendly or notifications at Calendly or no reply. I'll leave it at notification. If you want to connect your own email, you can connect your Gmail or Outlook right here if you want. And then here is the email itself. So they have it set up on a template called reminder. So these gray portions are automatically going to be filled from your meeting information. If you want to change the template, you can change it to a feedback survey. So if you need them to respond to something, but today we're talking about reminding about a Calendly meeting. So we're going to leave that on a reminder. And then here on the email, you can go ahead and change this reminder email. So this says, this is a friendly reminder that your event. Okay, so maybe I can go ahead and change this to do not forget about your event with Anthony at this time, at this date. Okay. And lastly, down here at the bottom, you can put a button in your email and that way your customers have to click on the button to confirm the email and confirm the meeting. You can also put a button inside of your email so that way they can cancel or reschedule. And then lastly, you can include the cancellation policy if you want, or you can remove all of these if you don't want those. And next you want to click on done. Okay. So if you're sending out a reminder for your Calendly meeting, they're going to receive an email. If you want to double it up, like I said, you can click here, add action, and then you can add a text message. So send text to invitee next. And then here you can go ahead and put the text that they're going to receive. Do not forget the meeting with Anthony or else. All right, we're going to click on done. Okay, so now we have this set up with Calendly to get a reminder email and then also a meeting text message reminder. So that looks pretty good. Go ahead and click on save down here on the bottom right. Okay, now it's set up so that way anyone who signs up for this particular meeting with me, they're going to receive a reminder about our Calendly meeting 1 hour before the event, and they're going to receive an email and a text message. So that way my clients don't have an excuse. They can't say they didn't they didn't remember it. Now here in the home screen, if you want to set up some sort of automation or workflow, what you're going to do here on the left menu, you're going to click on, I guess it kind of looks like a little triangle with 3 dots. Okay, so once you do that, it's going to bring you to the automated workflows section in Calendly. So what you want to do is go ahead and just scroll down. And the cool thing about Calendly is they have a couple of templates already set up for you that are easy to use. You can set one up from scratch if you want, or you can just use a template. For me, I'm going to go ahead and use a template for the purpose of this video. So here you can see this is an automated workflow to remind the invitee that they have an appointment with you. Also, this one right here is to remind the host. Here you can go ahead and send a thank you email automatically. So just choose whichever one applies to you. Don't worry, you can edit this and you can even add extra steps into it if you want to at a later date. So let me go ahead and just click on this one, email to remind invitee. Okay guys, so here is where you can go ahead and set up your automated workflow in Calendly. So first you can go ahead and change the workflow name. So by default, it says email reminder to invitee. So maybe I'll go ahead and add to YouTube consultation. All right. So that is basically for my record, so I know what this workflow is about. And then here you want to go ahead and choose the event type. So for me, I only have one 30-minute meeting inside of my account. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that one and then click on apply. Okay, so here you can go ahead and choose when your email is going to go out to the invitee. So by default, it's set up 24 hours before the event starts. So let me click on edit. Okay, so here you can go ahead and change this before the event starts, when the event is booked, when the event starts, when the event ends, or when the event is canceled. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as before an event starts. And then for me, I'm going to go ahead and notify my invitee 30 minutes before the event starts. So that way they can kind of get off the phone, maybe cancel any kind of meetings. So I'm going to click on done. Okay, so here it's set up send email to invitee. So let me click on edit. Okay, so here you can go ahead and choose the email address that they're going to receive this from. So it can come from notifications or no reply. I'll leave it at notifications. And then here you can go ahead and choose the email template. So right now it's set up on a reminder, but if you want to change that, you can do maybe a thank you right here. Thank you for your time. You can do a feedback survey, asking them to go ahead and complete a survey. So since this one is a reminder, we'll go ahead and leave it on reminder. And then as you can see, these are in gray. So it's automatically going to pull the information from the calendar event. So you don't actually need to fill it out, but you can go ahead and edit it. So this is a friendly reminder. So we'll just change that to this is a cool reminder. Okay, so here you can include these buttons. So if you want your users to be able to cancel and reschedule, you can put that there, or you can even take it out. And here you can go ahead and include the cancellation policy, or you can remove that. And then if you want them to click on a button to confirm they're going to show up, you can put that one on there, include reconfirmation button. All right, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to click done. Okay, maybe if you feel like your customers are maybe a little irresponsible, you can send them an email, which we just sent up. And then you can also add an action, and then we can go ahead and text them as well. Let me go ahead and send text to invitee and next. Okay. And then here we're going to go ahead and add the text. Do not forget our meeting or else. Okay. So let me click on done. Okay. So that looks pretty good. And it's not ready until you click on save down here on the bottom right. Okay. Just a quick second later, it refreshes. Now you can see my automation workflow that we set up in Calendly is now active. So now anyone who signs up for my 30-minute meeting, they are going to receive an email and a text message from my Calendly notifying them not to forget that appointment that we have. First, in order to set up a paid meeting inside of Calendly, you want to go ahead and create a new event right here. Once you do that, go ahead and choose the meeting type. So for the purpose of this video, I'll just do a one-on-one. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and choose a host. So for the host, it's just going to be me. So I'm going to click next. Okay, so here we can go ahead and name the event. So YouTube Consult one-on-one. All right. Next, we can go ahead and disclose how long the duration is. Let's say it's a 1 hour. And then here you want to go ahead and list a location. So you're going to do in person, or you're going to call them. You can connect your Zoom and then do a Zoom meeting. And then also you can click here and connect via all of these options. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do a phone call. Okay. So here I'm going to go ahead and say that I'll call the invitee. Okay. I'm going to click on next, continue right here. Okay guys, so here is where you can go ahead and make this a paid meeting or a paid appointment inside of Calendly. So you can go ahead and set this meeting up just like you normally would, but the only difference to make it a paid meeting is you're going to go ahead and click on this section down here. It's called booking page options. Okay, so like I said, as far as setting up the meeting inside of Calendly, it's just going to be like any other meeting you might have set up. However, in order to make this a paid one, here in this section, you're going to scroll down until you see this right here, collect payment. Okay, once you do that, you're going to get the option on how you want to receive payments. So do you want to go ahead and accept payments through Stripe or PayPal? So I'll go ahead and leave it at PayPal. And then here you can go ahead and list how much should be collected. So we'll just do $500.25. So as you can see here in the event or meeting inside Calendly, on the scheduling process, they're going to be prompted to pay this amount before being able to schedule. Now, if you have any terms as far as like cancellations or how soon they need to cancel, you definitely put that here. So maybe I'll put no refunds if not canceled within 24 hours of appointment time. Okay, I'm not going to go through the rest of the steps on setting up a meeting. So all of this is basically the same for any kind of appointment that you're going to allow to be scheduled through your Calendly. but as you can see, the payment is right there. Now, like I said, you do have to connect your Stripe or your PayPal in order to receive those payments. So let me go back to the home screen and show you how to find that. Okay, guys, so here is the meeting that we just created right here. So we have the request for payment during the booking process. And in order to receive those payments, we need to connect PayPal or Stripe. So what we're going to do is over here on the left bar, you want to scroll down until you see these kind of 4 little dots. This is the integrations and apps. Click on there. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see all the different apps that you can add into your Calendly. However, in order to make this a paid appointment, you want to scroll down until you see this right here, payments. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to see Stripe and PayPal. So you want to go ahead and integrate whichever payment method that you are going to be accepting. We clicked on PayPal, so I'm going to click here. Okay, once you click in there, it's going to give you information on how to connect your PayPal to your Calendly, and that way you can accept payments as a paid appointment inside Calendly. Now here on the home screen, if you want to set up an admin or a user, here on the left bar, what you're going to do is click on this little crown looking thing. Once you do that, you're going to see this menu pop up and you want to click on this button here called users. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to open up the user screen. Just note that when you're adding users into your Calendly, they're going to be charged for an extra seat. So just keep that in mind. So for example, I pay $12 per month for my Calendly. So if I'm going to add another user, it's going to be another $12. So next you want to click on invite users right here in this blue button or this blue button here on the top right, invite user. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and enter in your assistance or a separate email other than what you're currently using. Now they will receive an invitation in order for them to be added as an admin or a user. So I'm going to go ahead and enter an email in off screen. Okay, once you've entered in the emails, you can go ahead and click on next set roles. Okay, so this part is really important. So make sure the email is correct because they're going to get that invitation. And then here you want to go ahead and choose the role by clicking on this downward arrow. So here you can go ahead and choose if they're going to be a user or an admin in your Calendly. If you need help defining those two different roles, go back and watch my other video that describes that in detail. For this particular user, I'm going to go ahead and add them as a user, not an admin. Once you've chosen their role, you want to go ahead and click on send invitation. Okay, a quick second later, this page refreshes. Now you can see the invitation was sent to that person to be added as an admin user. Now they do need to click on the email and accept it. Let me jump on over to my email and show you what that email looks like. Okay, so here's what the email looks like. You can see that they're just going to let that person know that they were invited into the calendar. So they'll need to click on here, accept the invitation, and then log into their Calendly account or create an account. Let me jump back over to my Calendly. Okay, so here we are in the admin user section. So you can see that I have one active user. So that's me. And then here is the pending invitation that we sent for the new user in Calendly. Okay, so as you can see right here, it's pending. So until they accept that invitation, they will be in the pending status. They won't have access to Calendly. Once they accept it, then they would be added as a user. Now here on the home screen, in order to remove a user or an admin, you need to click on this left bar here. There's a, well, I guess it kind of looks like a little crown. Go ahead and click on there. Okay, so once you click there, it's going to open up the admin center and you want to look for this button here called users. It looks like it has 2 little people next to it. Okay, guys, so here you're going to see all of your current users or admins right here. You're also going to see your pending users right here by clicking on pending. Okay, so here's the pending. So first what you want to do is go ahead and find the admin that you like to remove. For example, this one we're going to go ahead and remove. And there's actually 2 different ways you can do it. If you're going to do it one by one, you're going to go ahead and click on these 3 little dots here to the right. Once you click there, you're going to see a drop-down menu and you want to click on this trash can remove. If you're going to be deleting or removing multiple users and admins, you can easily just click on this little square next to their name. Once you've chosen all of the users and admins you'd like to remove from your Calendly, you're going to see this button here on the top called remove. Either way, it's going to delete that user. So let me show you how that looks. Okay, so once you click there, it's going to ask if you're sure you want to go ahead and delete that user or admin. If so, click on the blue confirm button here right below it. Okay, a quick second later, the page refreshes. Now you can see that admin user has now been deleted, so they no longer have access to my Calendly unless I re-invite them back into the account. Now here on the home screen, if you want to delete or remove one of your customers and contacts, look here on the left, you're going to see a drop-down menu and click on this one. It looks kind of like 2 little people together. Once you do that, you will see all of your contacts and customers inside of Calendly, so you can easily just scroll through until you find the contact you would like to delete. If you have a lot of contacts, you can use the search bar by searching their name. Once you found the person that you would like to delete in your contacts with Calendly, off to the right here, you're going to see these 3 little dots. Go ahead and click on there. Once you do that, you will see these 2 options and you want to click on remove. Okay, once you do that, you will see this warning from Calendly. So go ahead and read through this. If you're okay with that and you would still like to go ahead and delete this contact from your Calendly, click on remove. Okay, a quick second later, you're going to see this green confirmation saying contact removed. And if you look down here, that contact is no longer in my contact list in Calendly. Now here on the home screen, if you want to go ahead and cancel your paid subscription, what you're going to do is click down here on this, like, I guess it's kind of a little crown. Once you do that, this other menu is going to pop up here on the left, and to cancel your paid subscription, click on this button here called billing. Okay guys, so once you click there, it's going to show what plan you currently have with Calendly. You can see I have the standard monthly at $12 per month. So in order to cancel this paid subscription, here on the left side underneath the plan type, you want to click on this button here called change plan. Once you click there, you're going to see this drop down menu, and to cancel the paid subscription, you want to click on downgrade. Okay, so once you do that, it's going to open up the different pricing plans that Calendly offers. However, to cancel the paid subscription, click on this button here called switch to the free plan. It's right here in the center. Okay, once you do that, you're going to get this warning confirming that once you cancel your subscription with Calendly, you're going to lose access to various features that you've already set up. If you're okay with that, go ahead and click on cancel my subscription. Okay, a quick second later, you should get this pop-up right here confirming that your subscription has been canceled with Calendly. Now, one thing I want to let you know is they don't do refunds. So basically what's going to happen is you're not going to have automatic renewals on your current plan. So you don't get a refund, but you still keep access for that plan up until the date that you've paid for, whether that's 1 year or 1 month.
Now here on the home screen, if you want to permanently delete your Calendly account, you want to click on your profile icon. It's going to be here on the top right. Okay, once you click there, you're going to see a drop-down menu, and in order to permanently delete your Calendly account, you want to click on account. It's right here on the top line. Once you click there, you're going to see these two options, and in order to permanently delete your Calendly account, click on this red delete account button. Okay, so this is pretty important. You want to pay attention to this. If you're going to permanently delete your Calendly account, they do let you know the results right here. Now they're letting you know that the account is deleted immediately, and you're no longer going to have any access to any data that's inside of your Calendly account. Also, all teams and members will be deleted as well. So if you have your Calendly link on various social media or websites, you want to be sure to change that first, because if that link still exists after you permanently delete your account, it's going to be a broken link, so it looks kind of unprofessional. But if you're sure you want to go ahead and permanently delete your Calendly account, go ahead and click on this red yes, delete my account. I'm not going to do that because I still use my Calendly account. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how that is the easiest way I know how to do it, if you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up, or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.